Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Looney Tunes. Wait, like all of them? Quite a few games based on Looney Tunes characters have popped up on Game Boy Roulette. Sylvester and Tweety, Daffy Duck, a whole handful of Taz games, even the Tiny Toons have shown up a few times. But a game based on the general IP of Looney Tunes, not focused on one character, intrigues me more, because Looney Tunes has so many characters who deserve some video game love. I think it's slightly criminal that Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner only got a handful of games, and don't even get me started on the disrespect shown to my beloved Gossamer. So if we're getting a game that covers the whole spectrum of Looney Tunes characters, I am all for it. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll even catch a glimpse of Mac and Tosh. Anyone? Just me? Okay then. This wasn't the first Looney Tunes game ever released, but it was one of the earlier ones, and certainly the first one to not focus on a specific character. It was developed by a company we all know and maybe love, Sunsoft. That doesn't really give us much info on the quality though, because Sunsoft games could be absolute classics or absolute disasters. But there is one thing we can for sure look forward to in the game, the music, because the composer for the game was the legendary Manami Matsume. She's best known for composing the soundtracks to games like Batman Return of the Joker, UN Squadron, Final Fight, and oh yeah, no big deal, the original Mega Man. And in fact, she's still active to this day, making music for everything from indie games like Shovel Knight and 9 Years of Shadows to bigger releases like Mega Man 10 and We Don't Talk About This Game Anymore. The box art is surprisingly boring. It's not terrible, but I always imagine Looney Tunes being bright, energetic, and colorful, so having half of the box be flat white is just out of character. Also, I kinda love how befuddled Taz looks, like he's wondering why this game isn't specifically about him. But what is this game about then? Let's get a little wacky with Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes are trademarks of Warner Brothers, as you would expect. Looney Tunes, hooray! Wait, where's the rest of them? No, I was promised all the Looney Tunes, that is just bugs. I swear, you better give me more. Oh, okay, there we go, there's Daffy. Hi, Daffy. Let's do this. I'm just gonna assume this is a platformer. Yep. Bonk. Oh. I just kind of guessed B would do something, and I was right. Well, that was violent. Alright, A to jump, B to use. Can this hit someone coming back? Ooh, that's cool. Ooh. Wow, those diamonds actually look really impressive. Hey, Yosemite. Okay, we're already getting a bunch of characters. And this is already feeling very much like a sort of standard for the time Game Boy platformer. But I don't mean that as a bad thing, because this is already controlling quite well. What character is this? Platforming challenge. Oh, God. Okay, the jump has a little more kick to it than I expected. I was hoping... Well, maybe it... Oh, Marvin, hang on. Wait a sec. Oh my gosh, I recognize that sound effect. That's the same sound effect they use in Batman. What are you? I was hoping I'd be able to switch characters at any time, but it looks like this is more a each level is a different character. Oh god. Whoa, oh, everything's happening. Yeah, I suppose the duck would swim, huh? The graphics are nice, the music's nice. This is already feeling like one of Sunsoft's better games. Oh, underwater Yosemite. Okay, he's dead. Oh, this is actually a little tense, because I only have one heart left. Oh, I definitely just almost ran into that spike. Go, 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 go. No. Oh, God. There's so much happening. I need to be really careful, because Daffy's going to die any second now. I'm going to have to mash. No! Touched by a fish. You know, sometimes you just want a basic fun platformer. And that's exactly what this is doing. I'm really hoping it's, you know, we're gonna switch characters each level. Oh, come on, there we go. A frisbee for Daffy is such an odd choice. I don't recall him ever having a frisbee. You can tell they made a platformer and then just sort of stretched whatever characters they want over it. It's not like Snoopy last week, but I'm definitely vibing with this game more. Oh gosh, wow, that was close. The treasure. Who's next? Tweety! Alright, yeah, it is level by level. Alright, is it gonna be the same thing or different gameplay? Oh! It is different. Oh! This one, you gotta avoid Sylvester. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Oh, yep, there we go. You have to let your actual flying, like, regenerate after a bit. Ow, who is throwing all this stuff at me? You know, this is Tweety Bird. There's no reason the music needs to go this hard. But I'm so very glad they did it. See ya. I got hit by Birdseed! The treasure! Hey! Porky! And his lovely bow tie. Oh, you have to shoot him up now! Wow! I'm really enjoying this! They're mixing it up with every stage. Hang on. How many stages are there and how many characters are there? Oh, I see. There's the catch. The game is only 7 stages long. We then get a Speedy Gonzales stage, then we get a Roadrunner stage, and finally we get a Bugs Bunny stage. And it's over. I suppose that makes sense. It was almost feeling too good to be true. So it's one of those games that values a very short playing experience, but with each stage having a lot of variety. And I suppose I prefer that over a Game Boy game being overly long. Oh, hey, Witch! This is like the opposite of Snoopy's Magic Show. Oh no, Porky's dead. He's back. That game was extremely long, a lot of gameplay to it, 120 levels, but also never really, oh, now the star, never really evolved the gameplay. This is much shorter, but each level is distinct, and I value that much more. Come on, yeah. What's Speedy's stages? Oh, Taz? Oh, I must have missed one. Oh my god, he's so fast. Oh, this is like a bonus stage, just, I'm assuming, collect meat. Well, that fits Taz. Yeah, hearty recommendation on this one. It's short, but it makes up for that by really mixing up the gameplay. I might have to revisit this one, if only to finally play as Roadrunner, because apparently Roadrunner's level is a boss fight against Wile E. Coyote, which just sounds, oh, just ever so delightful. See, even Beaky Buzzard knows that quality will always beat out quantity. This is one of those games that comes with an asterisk, but it's an asterisk that I think is forgivable, and it's seen a lot on the Game Boy. But before we get to it, let's talk about the game itself, which was really quite good. 7 characters, 7 levels, all with varying gameplay mechanics, great music, fun graphics. It was a perfect representation of everything that makes the Game Boy fun. The varied gameplay especially appealed to me. There are a lot of games that stick with a single gameplay style and let it play out far, far too long until it gets boring. But by keeping the levels short and each one playing differently, it meant boredom was impossible. It's the ideal game for picking up and playing in one quick session, which is what the Game Boy did best. However, it's important to note what had to be sacrificed for this: the game length. Yes, short games on the Game Boy were commonplace, but this is one of those games that maybe took that a little too seriously. In the 10 minutes I played the game, I got well over halfway through, with only a handful of levels to go. The game could realistically be beaten in about 20 minutes, and it's not like it has the excuse of being an early game in the Game Boy's library. It was released in 1992, 4 years into its lifespan. But I do think in this case the short runtime could be forgiven, more so than issues with other games. Short games do tend to work on the Game Boy better than other consoles, and especially with how much variety the game has and the general quality of everything from gameplay to presentation, it goes a long way to overcoming the short runtime. I can understand if it being this short turns people off, but I really do recommend giving this game a try. Even if there's not much of it, what there is a really truly excellent platformer. But darn it, I want more Roadrunner vs. Wile E. Coyote games. Oh, maybe not that one. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.